Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So tonight's video is hopefully, fingers crossed, gonna be relatively short because there really isn't much to say on the subject at hand that hasn't already been said 1,000 times over the past few weeks. I had every intention of making this into a spa night chit chat video, but I just did a mask this morning. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning already, oh my god. But I wanted to sit down and film this because number one, I can't go to sleep. I don't know why, I just cannot fall asleep. But because I've been sitting on this topic all day and I just want to talk about it and get it off my chest. So last night, Peter Monn had a string of very insensitive, racist, I'll get to that in a minute, tweets exposed on him from his past Twitter feed. Of course, I myself questioned the validity of the tweets at first, and by the time I saw the tweets and everything had been exposed, Peter had just uploaded his video basically saying this about what had been exposed.
This video needs to be made, so I'm going to put it out there, and for two reasons. Number one, because even though I joke that I'm the biggest hypocrite on YouTube, I try not to live my life that way. So if I'm gonna say something for somebody else, or I'm gonna give some suggestions to somebody else, then I need to take those same suggestions, number one. Number two is that I am a believer that I need to be accountable for my actions, past or present. Late last night, somebody posted some tweets of mine from many years ago. I'm not gonna go in and I'm not gonna explain away the tweets. You know, there's several of them. Some of them I think are, you know, I can understand why people are upset. Others, I'm just like, they are what they are. Needless to say, all of them, I would say, could be considered inappropriate. I'm not proud of the tweets. When I look back at them, I'm like, oh my god, did you really say that? They're totally inappropriate. I've learned a lot in my life today, and I was 40 years old at the time that I posted these videos, so yes, I knew well enough how to speak to the people, and I could sit here and I could go through each tweet and explain it to you, and I'm not gonna do that because I think that's phony and disingenuous. I'm just not, okay, to explain away each of these tweets. Just know that they were inappropriate. I'm not proud of them, and I wish that they weren't out there. When we're putting things out on social media, it's important for us to be kind and compassionate. I can't say I've always done that in my life, you know? My husband and I, we were talking about this before, and he goes, those were back in the days that we were watching Chelsea Handler and stuff, and you know, that was kind of the humor that we watched, but at the same time, that doesn't make it right, okay? And if I came across as hurtful to anybody, if I hurt you, if I was inappropriate in any way, I apologize. The tweets are not appropriate. The reality is, they were inappropriate, okay? They never needed to come out into the world. They just didn't. And, yeah, I feel a bit like an asshole because of them, you know? And so I was asking my friends today, several of them that are also YouTubers, and I said, have you ever, these are people that I talk to every day, including my best friend, you know? And I said, do you hear me talk this way today? And they were all like, no, never. And one of my friends even said, I'll get on video and say, I've never heard you say that, and I've talked to you tons, you know? But that doesn't mean that at one point I didn't, or that at one point I didn't use language that was inappropriate, and that I've learned that those are not effective words to use today. But you know, like, I can sit here and I excuse it away, I can say I'm a changed person, I can say this, I can say that, but the reality is they're out there, and you know, I'm not proud of them. They're inappropriate. So I wanted to get on camera, I wanted to own it, I wanted to say I'm sorry.
So this is one of the tweets, and it says here, I can't stand ugly people or people who stink. Both can be fixed. No excuses, please. Now, this is one of the tweets that really made me upset because I look up to Peter. He's a role model to me. I've said it many, many times on my channel that I really do look up to him as someone who I strive to be as far as being a better person and making myself into a better person each and every single day that I'm alive on this earth. And it just sucks when people like Peter are exposed, or they get exposed for having a past in which they weren't the nicest people in the world, just like we're seeing here. And it's like, oh, you know, that kind of sucks. But at the same time, this man has apologized. He's owned up to it. And for this tweet in particular, I do forgive him for what he had said. I do not believe he is the same person that he was back then when this tweet went up. I will admit that I was very disappointed in what I had read. Especially the tweets that are generally just very mean about, you know, ugly people or stinky people. Like, it just, Like he said in his apology video, they're just not necessary and they should have never been posted. He did apologize for them, and for those tweets at least, I can say I do forgive him. I mean, we've all said really fucked up things in the past, obviously. Now, as I was reading these tweets last night, I knew that I myself wanted to sit down and talk about it in its own video. I cannot speak for anybody else, but I just felt like I would be seen as one of the world's biggest fucking hypocrites if I didn't talk about this and bring this shit up, because how the fuck am I gonna sit there and talk about Manny, Laura, Nikita, etc. about the same things, but then just sit idly by and just sit hush hush quiet about this situation just because it deals with another drama channel? That's not who I am. I am someone who prides myself on being very brutally honest no matter what the situation is. And that is ultimately why I'm making this video, is because I don't agree with what was said. However, I cannot sit here and continue to bash him when he's, number one, owned up to everything, didn't make excuses, he's apologized. What more do you want from him? And you know what? If you want to go ahead and compare this to Laura Lee's apology, which I've seen some people doing, I've seen some people saying that Peter's apology was as genuine as Laura Lee's crying apology. I call bullshit on that. Peter owned up to his shit point blank period and apologized for everything. Laura did not. Laura tried to pass off what she had actually said as a retweet, saying that it wasn't her who said it, she just retweeted it. That's bullshit. That's not owning up to your shit. So to those of you who say that his apology is as genuine as Laura's, I completely disagree with you. At the end of the day, like I've said many times before, especially talking about Laura and Manny and Nikita, etc., it's ultimately up to you as the subscribers, whether you be a long-time subscriber or a more recent subscriber, whatever the case may be. It's up to you to decide whether or not you wish to continue to support the people who get exposed for things like this, and that applies to everybody, not just Peter, not just Nikita, not just Laura, not just Manny. Now, while we are on this subject, another video was uploaded by someone who most definitely is out to get attention, no matter what kind of attention they can get, unfortunately, and it's sad almost to see. I watched all 9 minutes and I think 47 seconds of this bullshit fest video, and the entire time I sat there and I couldn't believe what I was listening to. Like, it just, none of it made sense. You guys may remember a certain individual by the name of Mango Tea paying this person to tell a story, a bullshit story by the way, because no receipts have ever been brought up to prove or back up anything that was said in that video. But this is the same guy who made up the story about him sleeping with Manny MUA, and he was just very disgusting in describing his experience. It was very slanderous and just gross. This dude's back at it again on his bullshit, except this time it's against Peter Monn. But instead of actually succeeding in what he set out to do in making this video, which was exposing Peter Monn, the only thing he succeeded in doing truly was making himself look like a dumbass again.
I know what you're thinking. Mark, put on a shirt. Mark, you're too sexy. Mark, you're gonna get flagged on YouTube because you're so fucking hot. I know, guys, sorry, I literally just got home from getting some dick. I haven't even had time to put on any clothes. Ew, no! I just wanted to hop on here because you guys keep tagging me. Oh, Peter Monn's a racist. Peter Monn's homophobic. You need to make a video exposing Peter Monn. Guys, I am trying to be an inspiration to the LGBTQ community. I don't have time to keep starting bullshit with these fucking losers!
Sir, are you okay?
Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, whatever, fuck off. I'm probably hitting your man behind your back. So yeah, I just want to hop on here and give you guys the 411 about why Peter Monn is a cock-sucking piece of fucking shit. A man with only 2 holes, he's not even a woman. He doesn't have a vagina, but he's going to sit up here and make a tweet about why abortions are almost comical.
When I was growing up, in the household that I grew up in with my mother, she would say to me, if you choose to use words like that, you can leave my house because I don't want any negativity in my house. And that's why I choose not to use those words today. But that's a personal opinion.
That's why I choose not to use those words today. That's a personal opinion.
I want to talk about him saying the word fag. It's not that big of a deal, okay? But what the deal is, you cannot pick and choose when you are offended and when you are not offended by the word. You know what I didn't do in high school? I didn't cry every time somebody said, "What up, fag?" Like, you faggot. I learned to just let that shit go. So the fact that you are sitting up here picking and choosing when you can cry over the word fag and when you can laugh at it just makes you sound so dumb.
So these are the tweets that are making people like Sergeant Sriracha here believe that Peter Monn is a racist, which to me is complete bullshit. I'll explain to you why right now. What you're looking at is actually Peter sharing things from Tumblr. And actually, Young Disoriented by Booty is the username of the person who originally posted this picture that he had shared. And Luxurious Ass Blank Hilarious is the title of the picture, along with the link where it says tumblr.co, and then the rest of the link is there. We go down to the next one. Photo Blank Chan, which is the actual name of the username of the person who posted it. Once again, I'm about to cry. OMG, this is just too amazing. Oh my fucking god. That is the title of the picture that he's sharing, along with the tumblr.co link, which I'm sure if you could go back to the tweets and you click that, it'll bring you directly to the post that Peter had shared, and you will verify this all on your own, that this is not Peter typing out these words. What you're looking at is Peter sharing different pictures from Tumblr that someone else had posted on there. He's just sharing it, and the words come up as the usernames from these people. That's what you're looking at. The last one, that's the one that everyone's going to be, okay, well, what about that one? Because obviously it's him typing it out. I don't think this is him calling anybody that word. This is him asking why anyone would call themselves that word or anything with that word in it. I don't think that's him saying, hey, you are a blank. You know what I mean? So, no. It's a bunch of bullshit. I do not think he is a racist because of these tweets. Even though you're about to listen to Sergeant Sriracha basically allude to him being wrong and being racist for these things being on his fucking Twitter. Just saying.
What we can't say if we are not African American is we cannot throw around the N-word. This is just common sense. This is one thing that is unacceptable. You cannot say, even if it's the A at the end and it's not the hard ER, you cannot say it. It's one thing if it slips out when you're in your car and you're singing and you're listening to like a rap song and it just says it.
It's one thing if it slips out when you're in your car and you're singing and you're listening to like a rap song and it just says it.
This is one thing that is unacceptable.
You are really dumb, for real.
But you cannot go online and say the N-word. I can't even read the tweets because it is just so vile. I just want to throw this out there. You cannot be a grown man throwing out, I don't want to say racist tweets, but these are racist. When you throw around the word ghetto, I guess you can say that, that's fine, but the context is what really will get you. What is the meaning of ghetto to you, Peter? I just want to understand. From somebody that grew up in an urban city, I do not know what you are saying. When you were saying ghetto, who are you talking to? Are you talking to the black woman who has to wear a weave because she does not grow long hair?
I really hope that I don't have to explain to anybody why that comment in particular makes no fucking goddamn sense and makes him look incredibly stupid.
Are you talking to the family that has to live on food stamps? Are you talking to someone that lives in Section 8 housing? Who are you talking to? As Messy Mark, I might say stuff that might be off the wall. I might be trying to make you guys laugh. That's what my channel is. It's all about positivity.
Are you sure about that?
About why Peter Monn is a cock-sucking piece of fucking shit. And what I'm not passionate about is fucking dumb, ignorant, hypocritical silver daddies whose porn careers failed and they had to hop on YouTube to make a little extra money every month because they couldn't get real jobs. You can't sit up here and be scared to stand up and call out something that's stupid.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Every single argument he tries to make about these tweets makes no goddamn sense. I don't understand why this individual thinks that anyone believes a thing he says. And I completely agree with the Guru Gossip people when they said that he has no credibility. So this is the original message on the Guru Gossip thread and says, "Hello everyone, Messy Mark here. I'm a new YouTuber, but good at exposing, and I've gotten numerous comments about this guy. I'm working on a video as we speak. Can anyone DM me screenshots to my IG at Messy Mark?" And then we see someone quote that and reply. It says, "No, you were the one that lied about Manny, and if you did a story, you will lose all credibility for our digging. These are all real tweets, and if you make a video, everyone will think they are fake." Someone else replies and says, "If you make a video after lying about the Manny thing and getting paid to lie by Mango Tea, another untrustworthy drama channel, your video is going to ruin all credibility and will make the receipts these people have digged go to waste and be questioned. Not saying this is a drama channel trying to get a breaking story, just please don't make a video, you'll ruin this." And guess what he did? He didn't listen, went against what they said, and made a video and made a fucking absolute ass out of himself in the process. You made yourself look like a fucking clown, if anything. That's the only thing you succeeded in doing in your video. You didn't expose Peter. Had you presented everything in a calm manner, had you taken the time to do actual research, had you taken the time to write down a script of everything you wanted to say and you actually made valid points and didn't act like this.
Silver daddies whose porn careers failed and they had to hop on YouTube to make a little extra money every month because they couldn't get real jobs. I literally just got home from getting some dick with these fucking losers. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, whatever, fuck off. I'm probably hitting your man behind your back.
You may have actually won over some people, and you would have shown people that maybe you actually can be a drama channel or someone who can be respected amongst the drama channels, but quite frankly, you just showed everybody that you are incapable of doing just that. At the end of the day, I don't agree with what Peter had said. I think it's very disrespectful, very insensitive, but he has apologized. He's owned up to everything. And isn't that what everyone keeps saying in defense of Laura and Manny, Nikita, you know? These people apologize, just move on. Well, Peter apologized, and he actually apologized. Keep in mind that Laura, if you're gonna bring them up, Laura and Nikita, they haven't said shit or actually owned up to the things they had said. Like I said earlier, it's up to you guys to decide whether or not you want to keep supporting any of these people for what they have been exposed for. The one thing I will say is this, guys, when it comes to people like this Messy Mark individual, please do not pay him any mind. And to him, to people like him, I should say, it doesn't matter what kind of attention it is, whether it be good, bad, it doesn't matter. Any attention is good attention. But to me, it just annoyed me to watch this video and watch someone try and act like they actually give a fuck and are that passionate about things like this, when in reality, they made a complete farce of the entire situation and themselves. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys so much. Bye.